You know what they say in hockey? One game can change a skater's career. Be it a Stanley Cup playoff game, be it an individual game where a scout would see them, or it would lead to great success on and off the ice. Now, in the case of this player, it's a very unique situation. His one game of note came involving a contest with the Brunswick Hawks of the AHL. Now, this guy was drafted in the 5th round, 93rd overall by the Maple Leafs in the 79 NHL draft. He was the number 16 prospect among underage juniors entering that draft. The first pick of London of the OMJHL in 1977 put up 68 goals for London over 2 seasons in the association, 176 points. But again, that first game changed everything. So today we're going to be talking about the great career and the great results of what turned to be an Italian national hockey hero, Frank Nigro. Now, Frank Nigro, 5'9", 182, solid center. First came to major prominence by skating in the 1973 Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament with a minor ice hockey squad from his hometown of Richmond Hill. A lot of thrills come from Richmond Hill. Now, in the later stages of his playing career, he jumped to Europe and joined the Murano of the Italy League and later HC Varese in the what they call the A level. Now, he competed for Italy numerous times at the international level. We'll get into that in a few seconds. Now, he first came to major prominence with a 44-game stint with the Piro Petes of the OHA, where he had 1 assist in 77, and with the Richmond Hill Rams of the OPJHL, where he put up 66 points in 40 games. Now, after being drafted, he went back to London to finish out his junior career, 38 points in 46 games. Now, here where it gets extremely bizarre. Now, he missed part of it in the 79-80 season with a broken wrist, but that was not the injury that almost ruined his career. Now, he missed the remainder of his 81 season and much of the next campaign with a knee injury, which he suffered during New Brunswick's October 17, 1980 season opener versus the Nova Scotia Voyageurs. A lot of people felt because of the severity injury he probably wasn't going to come back. But, good news. In the 82 season, he eventually skated with the Cincinnati Tigers of the CHL, still Toronto property, had 50 points in 49 games. 83, in Toronto's affiliate St. Catharines, he scored 20 goals in 30 games and eventually got the big call-up, and he put up some good rookie numbers. 21 points in 51 regular season games and with 3 playoff contests. Now, 84, again with St. Catharines, good numbers, 41 points in 41 games, had 5 points with the big club that year, including 2 goals in 17 games. So the question was, where was his career going to end up? Just give me a second. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, we didn't know where his career was going to end up. He decided to jump to Murano of the Italy A League in 1986, where he was second in the association that year for points. Well, get this, 132 points, including 68 goals and 64 assists in 34 games. Now, 88 with Murano, he added another 36 goals and 36 assists for 72 points. Now, he continued his great success with Varazzi for 2 seasons and Balzano HC, and again 25 to 40 goals every year, or a 2-point-a-game pace. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Because he played on a line with Dan Daou and John Anderson for Toronto 82-83, he was used to a fast skating game that could apply to the international game. He eventually became an international sensation for Italy at the world level. Now, at the Olympics, he was 12th place with Team Italy that year in 92. At the World Championships, he played 3 successive years. 89, he helped them to 2nd place in Pool B. In 1990, second place in Pool B, and in first place in Pool B, which obviously qualified them for the Olympics. At the time, Italy was still growing as a squad, and he helped that national team further develop. Now, he's also a Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen, due in the fact to his NHL totals and his Italian championship titles with Morano in '86 and Varese in '89. Richmond Hill welcomed him to the Sports Hall of Fame in 2003. He was also the Pool B assist leader at the World Championships for Italy in 1990 with 8 assists. But again, the injuries that really hampered his career. He had missed part of the '84 season with a broken wrist when he suffered that October 29, 1983 game versus LA. But I do remember published reports when he was hurt in his first game in New Brunswick. They were really looking for him to really augment the great number of prospects that were with the Hawks. And as a lot of people know, that 80-81 New Brunswick Hawks had a really strong side. That's the year Bruce Boudreau, Norman Aubin, Greg Gotham, Doug Crossman, Serge Boisvert was there, Billy Riley was still with the team, Lowell Loveday, you had some Miles Zaharko, you had some good talent as well. So for him to lose his whole season was kind of a bummer. And New Brunswick that year had a pretty strong team. 37 wins that season, well over 500, and a very interesting campaign because all 5 of their goalers actually made the NHL. Because Kurt Ridley was there, Bob Perron, Warren Skordensky, Bob Janicek, Vincent Tremblay. So again, a very popular team. Dave Shan was on there, Craig Muni. So for him, for Frank to lose his season and yet come back and be a strong NHL product, to play with 2 of the best Maple Leafs of that era, to jump to Italy and become a 2-time champion, to become a Hall of Famer, maybe it wouldn't be that game for New Brunswick. That injury maybe put everything in focus to give him the motivation to come back and take it to the next level. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to be talking about the early 1980s Toronto Maple Leaf players in future broadcasts. And I call these the $2 Dollarama bag podcast because some of these players from the 80s show up in the Dollarama $2 bags, the pristine, where you open, players from the 70s and 80s, and you see all these players. That was a motivation. I completely forgot about him because, 41 years ago, that's a long time in New Brunswick when you're talking about hockey. But what a career. Hall of Famer, Olympic skater, a 2-time Italian champion, almost with an Italian scoring title. Again, played on probably one of the better lines of the Maple Leafs in that era. Outstanding career and outstanding results. Thanks for listening. Bye.